My boyfriend had a friend group, 3 guys and 1 girl. Before I ever met them, he gave me a warning that I still remember word for word. Part 1. It was a Friday night, the kind where the air in LA smells like taco trucks and regret, and my boyfriend, Jax, was pacing my apartment like a caged lion. His sneakers scuffed the hardwood, and his jaw was so tight I swear I heard his teeth grind. I was on the couch, scrolling through my phone, but I could feel his eyes burning a hole in the back of my head, like he was working up the nerve to tell me he'd accidentally sold my dog to a circus or something. "Babe," he finally said, voice so low it was almost a growl. I looked up, and his face was pale, like he'd just seen a ghost. "We're going to Luke's tomorrow. For the group's weekly hang." I sat up, grinning. "Oh, finally. You've been dodging this for months. I thought your friend group was just a made-up excuse to avoid my mom's Sunday dinners." Jax didn't laugh. He knelt down in front of me, grabbed both my hands, and stared into my eyes, so intense I thought he was about to propose. But no. What he said next hit me like a brick to the chest, sharp and unforgiving, every word seared into my brain like a tattoo. "Listen to me, Mia. This isn't like hanging with your girls. This group, they're family. 3 guys, Luke, the one who owns the bar, he's the leader, loud as hell, hates anyone who messes with his people. Then there's Jake, quiet, built like a tank, never says much, but if he doesn't like you, you'll know it. And Tyler, the funny one, but his jokes are always a little mean, like he's testing you. And then there's Lila." He paused, swallowing hard, like the name left a bad taste in his mouth. "Lila. She's been in the group since high school. She's intense. And she's never liked any girl I've dated. Not even Sarah, the one I dated before you, remember her? Lila made her cry at a birthday party because she accidentally spilled red wine on her dress and said, 'Oops, guess that cheap fabric couldn't handle a little fun.'" My smile faded. "Wait, what? Why would she do that?" "Because she thinks I'm hers," Jax said, voice tight. "Not in a romantic way, at least, I don't think so. But she's possessive. Obsessed with keeping the group pure, no outsiders messing things up. And tomorrow, you're the outsider." I pulled my hands away, crossing my arms. "So you're telling me I have to walk into a bar full of your friends, one of whom is going to hate me on sight, and pretend like everything's fine?" "No," he said, grabbing my face, his thumbs brushing my cheeks. "I'm telling you to be careful. Don't argue with her. Don't challenge her. Just be nice. Smile, nod, don't take her crap personally. Because if you do, it's gonna blow up. And I don't want to choose between you and them. I can't." I stared at him, my heart racing. Jax was never like this, he was the laid-back, don't sweat the small stuff guy. But right now, he looked terrified. "How bad can it be?" I asked, even though my voice was shaking. He leaned in, his breath warm against my ear, and whispered the warning that still haunts me, word for word, like it was carved into my soul. "Mia, Lila doesn't just dislike girls I date. She destroys them. And if you make her feel threatened, she'll destroy you too. Don't let her get to you. Please." The next day, I spent 2 hours getting ready. I wore a simple white sundress, sneakers, no makeup, nothing too flashy, nothing that would scream I'm here to take Jax away. I wanted to blend in, to be invisible. But as Jax pulled up to Luke's bar, a dive on the west side with neon signs and a parking lot full of pickup trucks, I knew invisible wasn't an option. We walked in, and the noise hit me first, country music blaring, laughter, the clink of beer bottles. All eyes turned to us. Luke, a tall guy with a beard and a flannel shirt, stood up from the corner booth, yelling, "Jax! Finally brought the mystery girl." Jake and Tyler turned too. Jake nodded, his eyes scanning me up and down like he was checking for weapons. Tyler winked, a smirk playing on his lips. And then there was Lila. She was sitting next to Luke, her legs crossed, a beer in her hand. She had long blonde hair, blue eyes, and a smile that looked sweet, but her eyes? They were cold, sharp, like she was already sizing me up, deciding if I was worth her time. She stood up, sauntering over, her heels clicking on the floor, and held out her hand. "You must be Mia," she said, her voice sickly sweet, like honey laced with poison. "Jax has told us so much about you." I shook her hand, it was cold, her grip tight, like she was trying to crush my fingers. "Nice to meet you, Lila. Jax has told me a lot about you too." Her smile faded for a split second, and then she laughed, a loud, fake laugh that made everyone around us go quiet. "Oh, really? Did he tell you about the time we got stuck in the rain after prom, and he carried me home? Or how he used to sneak me out of my parents' house when I was grounded? Or how—" "Lila," Jax cut in, his voice tense. "Come on, let's sit down. The guys are waiting." Lila ignored him, her eyes locked on mine. "Did he tell you that I'm the one who bailed him out of jail when he got arrested for drunk driving senior year? That I'm the one who got him his first job? That I'm the one who's been there for him, through everything? While you're just the new girl. A flavor of the month." The bar went silent. I could feel everyone staring at me, Luke, Jake, Tyler, even the bartender. My face got hot, and I wanted to run out the door, but I remembered Jax's warning. "Don't let her get to you. Don't argue." But this was too much. I took a deep breath, forcing a smile, and looked her straight in the eyes. "No, he didn't tell me any of that. But you know what he did tell me? He told me that his best friend is a loyal, kind person who would never try to make his girlfriend feel like she doesn't belong. Guess he was wrong." Lila's face turned red, bright, angry red. She let go of my hand so fast I almost stumbled. "Excuse me?" She screeched, her voice echoing through the bar. You think you can come in here, into our group, and talk to me like that? You think you're better than me? I don't think I'm better than you, I said, my voice steady, even though my hands were shaking. I just think I'm not gonna let you treat me like garbage. Jax brought me here because he cares about me. And if you can't handle that? That's your problem, not mine. Jax stepped between us, putting his arm around me. Lila, that's enough. Mia didn't do anything wrong. Enough? Lila screamed, throwing her beer on the floor. The glass shattered, beer splattering on my sneakers. You were choosing her over me? Over us? After everything we've been through? Luke stood up, putting his hand on Lila's shoulder. Lila, calm down. It's just a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? She yelled, shoving Luke's hand away. No. This is war. And trust me, Mia, you don't want to fight me. I always win. She turned and stormed out of the bar, slamming the door so hard the windows shook. The room was silent, except for the sound of beer dripping onto the floor. I looked at Jax, and he looked devastated, like he'd just watched his worst nightmare come true. I told you, he whispered, his voice breaking. I told you not to argue with her. I put my hand on his cheek, staring into his eyes. I'm sorry. But I couldn't let her talk to me like that. I couldn't let her make me feel like I don't belong. Tyler cleared his throat, breaking the silence. Well, he said, grinning, that was way more exciting than our usual Friday nights. I like her. Jake nodded, a small smile on his face. Me too. Lila's been overdue for a reality check. Luke laughed, pouring me a beer and sliding it over. Welcome to the group, Mia. Just so you know, Lila's gonna come back. And she's gonna be worse. But don't worry. We've got your back. I took a sip of beer, the cold liquid calming my nerves. I knew Luke was right. Lila wasn't done. Not by a long shot. But as I looked around the booth, at Jax, at Luke, at Jake, at Tyler, I felt a little less scared. Maybe I didn't have to fight this alone. But that night, as I lay in bed next to Jax, I heard my phone ping. It was a text from an unknown number. The message was short, simple, and terrifying. Nice move, Mia. Game on.